This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Get on up, y'all. We're taking a live look at City Park because it's match day.
Woo!
Sporting KC is not in Kansas anymore. Toto, we're a long way from home. They're here to face off against City SC in the first round of the MLS playoffs.
Oh, it is such an exciting time.
Getting pumped. We got our red on. Good morning. It's Sunday, October 29th. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. Travis has been planning the Toto Wizard of Oz reference
I did,
for
just
a
for
bit
you.
now, so I hope y'all enjoyed that. But 15 hours from now, City SC will take to the home pitch. Here's what you can expect today. It'll be a jam-packed day. So the official City SC pre-match events start at 5:30 this evening with the City Block Party at Louisans Plaza. Now that's just outside City Park Stadium. Then, native St. Louisan and country singer Chris Bandy will take the stage at 6 p.m. You do not need a ticket to go to that concert. Then an hour and a half later, the gates will open up for those fortunate fans who have tickets to the match. Kickoff is at 9 tonight.
And just like every home match this season, today's tickets are sold out. But if you head to City Park for the block party, you can stay out in Louisans Plaza for a match watch party. That's free, and pets, our furry friends, are welcome out there. And just a few blocks from City Park, Beffa's Bar and Restaurant is holding their own watch party. Their watch party starts with pregame activities at 4 p.m. There are some post-game activities, too, for all you night owls out there. Mercedes, we're talking to you.
I will be in bed.
It will be a red out tonight at City Park, so no matter where or even if you watch tonight, you can support the team by wearing red.
And let's kind of go over the playoffs for the MLS. So the first round of the MLS playoffs is a best of 3. So we are guaranteed tonight's match and another one in Kansas City, Kansas on November 5th. If needed, there will be a third match back here in St. Louis on November 11th. After round 1, each round is a single elimination match. The MLS Cup final is December 9th. Now, to keep up with the events and matches throughout City SC's playoff run, just text the word CITY to 314-425-5355.
And it's clear City SC fans cannot contain their excitement. I know we can't back here in the studio. Support for the Ravioli Boys is pouring in right now. Even the St. Louis Zoo is getting in on the action. And this fan won't be in town for the match, but he's making sure to rep the team wherever he travels. And this fan is bringing a poncho and some hand warmers to City Park tonight. Anthony, he's in with us today. How are our rain chances looking during the City Block Party and that match?
Oh, unfortunately, it's not going to look good. We're talking rain and cold temperatures. Yeah, just let that sink in for a little bit. All right, are we done? Okay. Let's show you what we're looking at on the radar. Unfortunately, the rain is widespread. The cold air is here, too. You actually can see some of that snow falling across parts of Kansas and even in Denver. In fact, in Denver today, they're expecting upwards of 6 inches of snow. For us, it's just plain old rain, but it's a cold rain, too. The steady rain, that is in southern Missouri right now. So places like Lesterville, Fredericktown, 12 Mile, even Perryville, you've had some rain, some heavier showers this morning. In St. Louis Metro, it's more of a mist and drizzle with gray skies, and even when it's not raining today, it will be cloudy and staying on the cool side. 40s will do it for highs, and look how those temperatures plummet into the 30s tonight. In fact, as the rain wraps up after midnight, the first freeze of the season settles in for tomorrow morning. We'll talk about that and the rest of the week's forecast, including the trick-or-treating forecast as well. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Anthony. We have a couple of developments we've been following just the past couple of hours. So new at 9, 2 people are in the hospital with serious injuries after a crash on Calvary in the cemetery in North St. Louis. It happened a little before 7:30 this morning. The St. Louis Fire Department says the 2 adults hurt in the crash were trapped in the car, then rushed to the hospital. We'll update you as soon as we learn more about this developing situation. Also new at 9, a young man is dead after a shooting in North St. Louis. It happened just before midnight by the intersection of Thekla and Riverview. That's right over by Unity Park. So far, we know the victim was a 25-year-old male. There's no word on any suspects.
Well, this morning, the United Auto Workers strike is expanding again, but only against General Motors this time. The union has tentative details with Ford and Stellantis. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer reports from the GM plant in Wentzville.
The 2023 United Auto Workers strike is officially longer than 2019's. Striking workers here at the GM plant in Wentzville say now that Ford and Stellantis have reached a tentative deal with UAW, they're hoping they're next.
Hopefully not too much longer. It's going to be cold here for too long, but you got to hold out to, get what you need and get what's right.
Rain or shine, workers are holding the line. But on Saturday, UAW's international president, Sean Fain, announced they failed to reach a deal with General Motors. GM released a statement in part saying, "We are disappointed by the UAW's action in light of the progress we have made. We have continued to bargain in good faith with the UAW, and our goal remains to reach an agreement as quickly as possible." The union says workers at GM's plant in Spring Hill, Tennessee will now walk off the job. GM Wentzville stamps parts for that location and the Fairfax plant in Kansas City, Kansas. Emotions are high in Wentzville as Saturday marks day 44. Sterling Thomas says he's holding the line so his children have a brighter future.
Kind of frustrating, just ready to get back to work, with my union brothers and sisters. But we're going to stand out here and fight a good fight until it gets done.
When you're trying to get everybody to be happy about one thing, it takes time.
Workers only receive $500 a week in strike pay. But Jimmy Lovelace says nearly a decade at the plant prepared him to save his money for a rainy day. The longer contract negotiations go, the longer the financial burden is.
It's not impacted me gratefully yet, but at the same time, it's still foregoing a paycheck every week that I'm used to having.
When I reached out to GM Wentzville for a statement, they referred me back to their corporate website. Reporting here in Wentzville, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Today, there's a dedication ceremony in Louisans Park honoring the 6-year-old boy who drowned at summer camp last July. The playground at Louisans Park will be Mister's honor. His parents, along with St. Louis County officials, will be there as they unveil the playground's new sign. TJ's parents asked any kids coming to wear their Halloween costumes since it was TJ's favorite time of year. The dedication is at 3 p.m. Also happening today over in Creve Coeur, there's a donation drive to support Israeli soldiers and displaced Israelis. From 9 to 1, you can drop off items at the synagogue over on South Mason Road. Now, some of the items on the list include things like medical supplies, including tourniquets and bandages, as well as coats and sleeping bags.
Today is the final day of the Kia Anti-Theft Clinic at the Galleria. The automaker is installing upgrades to protect your Kia from getting stolen. It runs from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. To see if your Kia is eligible, just look for this story under the As Seen on TV section at ksdk.com.